Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honors to my Allah apostles and elders of great millstone at the world well. Peace, love, and salutations. Alright, to the believers, the sincere believers, the brothers and sisters on the four corners of the youth. Alright, and to the Akim. Alright, much love, Rabbi Hab, to you big brothers and you brothers that push this gospel of truth and sincerity. Alright, also. Alright. I'm young brother Kaya from Trinidad GMS camp, here to do a quick edification lesson through the strength and power of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai. Alright, and this lesson is going to be, alright, against eating pork. Alright, swine's flesh is not eatable. It's not eatable. Alright, we see the precept here, 1 Timothy 4 and verse 4. A lot of Christians use this. Alright, and try to say, you can bless pork and eat it. Alright, or you can bless a rat and eat it. Alright, or you can bless an anteater or a snake and eat it. Well, you're wrong. Alright, you're wrong. Yahweh Hashem Yoshai deliberately set commandments. Alright, for us not to eat this. Alright, for eating that, we went into captivity, something like that, yeah. Alright, for eating that, we became cursed. Alright, because we broke the laws and commandments in Deuteronomy 28. Alright. The Lord told us to keep his commandments. Alright, and all these blessings will come upon us. Alright, no, but we broke them. And apart of that, we started to eat defiled meat. Alright, we started to eat defiled meat. We started to have, sex with women that had husbands, and women lying with letting men come and sleep with them knowing that they have a husband. Idolatry. Went into idolatry. Alright, serving idols. Alright, other than the living power. Alright, that we have, that is we God. Like, all these things we had a part to play in that. Alright, but this lesson is going to be going into defiled meats. So let's be up me 1 second, Baba Kusha. Alright, can't. So without further ado, we head into that precept. It's 1 Timothy 4 and verse 4. It says, for every creature of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is good. Alright, which we know. All creatures was made by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is good. What the Lord said when he seen everything was created, he say it is good. Alright, it is good. Yeah, that is Yahweh Hashem Yahushui's creation, yes. Saying that the creatures that he make, is one hated or one is more loved. No, all is good in the eyesight of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? And nothing to be refused. And nothing to be refused, yeah, You won't reject nothing, you won't hate nothing to the fact, you just don't like that creature. I hate that what the most I make, We don't say, alright, boy, why the most I create pork, boy? I hate that beast. No, the most I make that fast is the reason he make it to be a garbage collector. He made it to discard, alright, of garbage. Alright, you don't eat pork because look what pork does eat. Alright, you are what you eat. Alright, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai never told us to eat pork. Alright? Because our pork, alright, the swine, look what the swine is eat. The swine eats pretty much anything, concrete and all, forgive him. He eat you. Alright, he eat you. Alright? So you don't put that back, you don't put that in your system because the meat, alright, the flesh is not good. Alright, pork flesh is not good. Alright? It says, if it be received with thanksgiving, and that is with these Christians and then believe, for every creature of God is good, and nothing to be refused. If it is received with thanksgiving, for it is sanctified by the word of power and prayer. So you pray and you bless pork and you can eat it. Well, you're wrong. Right? Yahweh Hashem Yoshai said deliberately, alright, in Deuteronomy 14 chapter, he told us what to eat and what not to eat. Alright? They try to debunk the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, which you can debunk the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. There's no contradiction in the scriptures. Alright? Except for the fact that Esau, tamper with, but at the end of the day, we have the prophecies and we know the breakdowns now. Alright? But this precept doesn't mean that you pray and bless pork or a rat or a snake. Alright? And you eat it and it's okay. No, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. It's like the Most High saying for every creature of the Most High is good. which we know. But when they let me see, let's type it in real quick. Preach. Alright. But in Mark 16 and 15, when Yahushua said this, go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Does that mean every nation? That doesn't mean every nation. Alright, because you push the scriptures, alright, you read a precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little dialect, you will see deliberately that the Lord said, go not into the way of the Gentiles, which are Gentiles, they were the other nations, alright, but to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Go to the Israelites. The word is for the Israelites. Alright, check it here real quick. Psalms 147 and verse 19. It says, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Lower down it says, he had not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. The Most High never deal with no other nation, no other people. Alright, he have manifest his word, his knowledge, his wisdom to no other people but the nation of Israel. Now, are these white people to still be eating pork? No. Alright, it's not to eat that. Laws, statutes, and commandments say that is not proper to eat. And when we in rulership, we're going to tell you that you cannot eat it. Alright, leave that animal alone. Leave that animal, let the animal serve its purpose by eating garbage. Alright, and being the garbage collector that it is. At the end of the day, it's serving our purpose. You have to make everything to serve our purpose. That is why scripture saying 1 Timothy 4 and verse 4. Every creature is good. Every creature was given a purpose to do its work. In the eyesight of Yahweh Hashem Yoshai, whether we like it or not. Alright, but pork is not to eat. Alright, the scriptures say, and y'all might say, you know, the scriptures done the law, statutes, and commandments done away with. It's Brook 4 and 1. Brook 4 and 1 says, alright, and a big part of this is that you all don't have the whole scriptures. And you'll just read the New Testament. In the New Testament, you'll see, alright, that nobody wasn't dealing with pork. Alright, they would have swine around, you know. Men would have mind swine. Alright, they would have swine to, you know, when they threw away like the prodigal son. Alright, when he was among the swine and them. You see what they was throwing for the swine and them? Like garbage, like spoils. You understand? That is what they eat. If you eating that, it's come like you eating that same thing, spoils. You know? You're using the creature, alright, for a purpose that he wasn't created for. He wasn't made to be eaten by you or men. Alright, on the whole. It's Brook 4, especially you Israelites. Alright, especially you Israelites. This is Brook 4. Alright, and verse 1. It says, this is the book of the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This is the book of the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and the law that endureth forever. And forever is the I will yam. Alright, the I will yam, which is forever. Alright, it is existing for forever. In the kingdom of heaven, you're going to be using the Lord's statutes and commandments. The Lord's statutes and commandments, they're never done away with. Alright, they're always going to be there, they're always going to exist, and they're always going to be used. Alright, it endures for forever. It says, all that keep it shall come to life. All that keep it shall come to life. They'll come to the true understanding. Alright, you Israelites, you'll come to everlasting life. You're going to be saved in that day. Don't make something like pork. Alright, you can lose salvation. Alright, eating pork is not right. Okay? It says, but such as leave it shall die. And that is what these churches were to do. Leave all the Lord's statutes and commandments and die. Alright, die in this world. Right, spiritually and physically. Alright, this is Deuteronomy. Alright, we don't eat swine around here. Deuteronomy 14. Alright, and verse 1 and the precept says, Ye are the children of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Shai your power, which is Israelites, right? Ye shall not cut yourselves, nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead. And not going into the laws. It's the Lord be rich, Deuteronomy. Alright, going into the words of the laws. It says, For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth. Why? Because all these other nations, they be dealing with that. They be eating the fire meat. Alright, praying to the idol gods and blessing it and eating it. You understand? Verse 3 says, Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing, and abomination is something hated of the Most High. It says hated of the Most High. That is why he called it an abomination. So it says, Thou shalt not eat any abominable thing. Alright, thou shalt eat no abominable thing. It says, These are the beasts which ye shall eat: the ox, the sheep, and the goat. That is the beast Yahweh Hashem shall leave for us to eat healthy meat. And what them meat, what them flesh and them eat, what them animals just eat? Grass. Alright, they eat grass, they eat vegetation. Alright, and how that gonna make the meat? That gonna make the meat even more healthier to eat than something that doesn't eat vegetation. Alright, you eating a pig is like saying you eating an Edomite. Cause they eat everything. Right, the flesh is defiled, it is disgusting, it's nasty. Right, for lack of better words. It says, verse 5, it says the hart and the roebuck. And all these things is beasts, right? 4-footed beasts. Beasts with there's truly cut and have hoofs. Right? And the fellow deer and the wild goat and the pergag and the wild ox and the chamus, right? And every beast that parted the hoof and cleaved the cleft into two calves and chewed the cud among the beasts, they shall ye eat. Alright, because they just don't chew and have for 1 minute and send down the food. They chew it and get it out the real bits, the bits. Alright? They are healthy beasts to eat. Nevertheless, these ye shall not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the cloven hoofs. As the camel, you're not to eat camel. You see a lot of Arab eating camel. They don't gonna eat that in the kingdom. The Edomites are gonna be able to eat that in the kingdom. And the hare and the coney, and if you do eat it, you're gonna be judged. Alright? For they chew the cud, but divide not the hoof. Therefore they are unclean unto you. So we Israelites, we're not supposed to be taking part in that, because they're unclean unto us. And the swine, you see, and the swine is what? A pig. A pig. That is what you always use on all those holidays, Christmas, Easter. But like the Lord ever take part in that. The Lord, nowhere in scriptures the Lord ever take part in swine. If somebody call you a swine back then, he come like he cursing you. Alright, we don't deal with swine. Alright, it says on the swine, because it divided the hoof, yes, yet chewed not the cud, it don't chew the cud. So is what? It is unclean unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass. You ain't even supposed to touch it. Neither the camel, none of these things. You ain't even supposed to touch it. Alright, you're not supposed to touch it. The Lord says your commandments is forever. Alright, the last and is endured for forever. Alright, you can't say love the Lord. Alright, this is where the commandments come. Alright, I'm not saying that we didn't eat it unawares. I'm not saying I pork nuts and everything, but at the end of the day, you don't deliberately go and eat pork. Or you see a dog and they get hungry and they eat the dog. You don't do these things. You don't do these things. We know that we under mercy and grace and I have a shimmer for the great and dreadful day. But you don't deliberately go and do these things. Alright, if it happens unawares, you repent, you have a shimmer ask for forgiveness and then move on. Alright? But you don't go out there and eat pork. Pork is defiled meats. So this lesson is going to be named Abstain from Defiled Meats. Alright? There's so much meat you could eat. Chicken. Alright, deer, goat, lamb. Alright, why you want to add ham up in there? Alright? Why you want to add ham up in there? Alright, real quick. Let me say come out. Genesis 7 and verse 1. It says, And the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai said unto Noah, This is when the flood was coming, right? It says, "Come thou and all thy house into the ark." He told them to enter the ark. "For thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation." Right? It's verse 2, it says, "Of every clean beast." So they are clean beasts. "Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens," by completion. By seven, the male and his female, and of the beasts that are not clean, by two, the male and his female. Why you say they take clean? Because they will need to eat. So it would have go there, it would have there, alright, and the unclean, they would not eat that. So even our brothers of old, our forefathers of old, they didn't take part in swine. Alright, they was received, they were given the knowledge of Yahweh Shemeshah, the commandments, alright, verbally. Alright, they were taught the law, statutes, and commandments, and there was they abstain from defiled meat, and we ought to refrain from abstain and refrain from defiled meats. Alright, because that is defile our temple. And our temple is the body, our body is the temple of the living power. So what temple here? You are a temple that used to sacrifice meats to idols, or do you sacrifice godly things? And train our prayers going out there and making it yourself a living sacrifice. Alright, we are not eat these defiled meats. Alright, that's why Brook 1 say, "They that leave it shall die. But if you stay with it, you're gonna live." Alright? So abstain from defiled meats. Alright, pork, swine is a no-no. Rat is a no-no. Snake is a no-no. Right, at the end of the day, the Most High will provide. Right, so giving all praises and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kakodash. Next, double on the Samaritan Alarm Apostles, and as a great milestone, let do good well, peace, love, salutations to the Akim. And I preach this gospel in truth and sincerity, and to the Aquafim and listen in silence. I say Shalom, young brother Kaya from Trinidad James Camp. Giving all praise once more to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kakodash. Double on the Samaritan Alarm Apostles and others. Until next time, I say Shalom and Rabahab.